Now back to our featured table. A couple of big personalities, a couple of big men sitting next to each other, Helmuth and Ballant. There is Russia's Sarkis Akopian, 10-9 offsuit.
Nice. And nobody raised yet.
Another raise from the Russian player. Makes it 16,000. Action folds over to Ballant. Ballant with ace-queen offsuit. In a small blind.
I'm going to raise.
Jean-Robert had a 9-1 chip lead, heads up, looking for his first bracelet just before the main event, but Matthew Graham beat him.
I'll play all my chips.
And Ballant is going to move all in with ace-queen. Big blind Phil Helmuth folds. So back to Akopian now. He'll need just over 66,000 to call.
Yeah, boy. Get it. Cool.
And a call from Akopian quickly.
Motley, 10-9, will call him.
Wow.
I'm blessed. Oh, God. Did I not raise enough? No. I win. Well, I did, huh? I win. I do need a double up, but man, I don't even understand.
We talk a lot about the landmines the pros have to dodge at the main event. Here's one.
I love the call, but I'm not very lucky in these kind of situations. Oh, man. Phil, what's going on here? Don't send me home with the 10-9. Please don't send me home with the 10-9.
Don't get Phil started on this type of situation.
Mathematically, I don't know if that was the correct call.
Mathematically, it's not an awful call.
I knew you were strong, Tom.
Of course I was strong, but strong or not, 10-9?
All right, 10-9 against Ballant's ace-queen. And there's an ace.
Jean-Robert loves the call now.
Come on. No jacks, please. No jacks and no sevens. No jacks, no sevens, and I don't need any more pairs.
No jacks, no sevens, and he doesn't need any more pairs.
Deuce ball.
It's a 6.
That's the chord I'm talking
Not
about.
over yet, Jean-Robert.
Did I tell you that you look very handsome today, sir? Jean-Robert, he can still hit a 7.
Akopian with a straight draw.
Ballant thought it was over. Almost, Jean-Robert.
Jean-Robert, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.
Akopian thinks he's going to hit the 4-outer.
Don't do it to me like that. That would be ugly.
Akopian needs a 7 for a straight to knock out Jean-Robert.
River guy. Oh! It's a 7! Ballant gone.
Thank goodness it wasn't Phil.
Oh,
God.
He came back from China for this.
God.
he does make his first main event cash, but he's not happy about that right now.
Oh, it's the sickest, dude.
No. Maybe we'll bring Jean-Robert back for main event All-Stars.
What?
3. Continues his passive play. He just calls. Not going to raise with the ace.
9 deuce for Ferguson. What's he thinking about with this hand?
I have no idea. But I think he assumes Phil is weak.
He raises to 28,000, and Phil quickly calls. Flop is deuce 5-9. What a flop for Ferguson, playing that hand and hitting 2 pair on the flop.
He raised it up with a nothing hand, and he's flopped 2 pair, and Phil Helmuth has flopped an inside straight draw.
Ferguson leads out with 40,000.
Now, Phil can make an inside straight. He's also got an ace, and it's the ace of hearts. There's 2 hearts out there.
So he calls and makes his straight.
This is a very dangerous situation here for Chris Ferguson. He has 2 pair, and Phil Helmuth has a very disguised straight.
Ferguson checks.
Chris Ferguson might be more afraid of the flush than of a straight.
Helmuth bets 40,000.
Chris is going to want to find out where Phil is at. He's not too concerned with a straight, but he's a little concerned with a flush. He's going to assume he has the best hand here, but he wants to know for sure. Looks like he's going to raise here to make sure.
Another 80 up to 120 now.
Phil Helmuth has the straight. He's up 1 game to 0. It's possible that Chris Ferguson has a flush, but I don't think Phil can be concerned with that at this point.
Come on. Now he's moving all in.
Chris Ferguson did not expect this. He is shocked. He's trying to figure out right now all the possible hands that Phil Hellmuth could have.
Another flush on me or something?
Now, Phil Hellmuth has picked the right time to go all in. Chris Ferguson has a hand that he might call with. But I don't think that most players would this bet with their tournament life on the line.
When I play this hand, I deserve to lose all my money.
Good call. And again, the crowd comes to its feet.
Only a 9 or a deuce will save Chris Ferguson.
You can sense a thinly veiled smile on Phil Hellmuth's face. He knows he's a big favorite here, a 91% favorite, as a matter of fact, to win this hand, win the match, and win the entire tournament.
9 or deuce.
A 9!
Unbelievable! Hellmuth hits the deck.
And Ferguson hits the lottery to make a miracle full house. That's a huge pot.
Over to the 8 players at table 2 now. Jonathan Duhamel looks down at pocket jacks.
Duhamel craves action, and he says when you're bored, you raise a lot more. Well, here he's got a hand to raise with.
And he is going to raise it. $575,000. Now to Matt Affleck with pocket aces.
Hello, pocket aces. You go, Matt.
I think if he makes the final table, he might wear a Seattle Mariners tuxedo, Norman. And Matt on the button with a re-raise to $1,550,000. Small blind folds over to Dewey Lay in the big blind. And Dewey folds. So now back to Duhamel
With tricky pocket jacks.
and he says re-raise himself to just over $3.9 million.
Duhamel's interest is peaked, and Affleck could 5-bet it here, even go all in.
Matt Affleck with 2 aces against the pocket jacks of Duhamel. And Matt just with the call.
Well, Affleck is out-chipped by Duhamel, and he'd like to get as many of those chips as possible.
2 of the top 5 stacks see a flop of 10-9-7. Affleck still good with his aces. Duhamel picks up a gut shot. And he checks. Affleck.
Matt moves deliberately, but decisively.
With the aces. And Duhamel, a very interested observer. That's $5 million from Matt.
Affleck hoping Duhamel has a big pocket pair because he'll get at least 5 million more chips here.
And Matt's buddies looking a little nervous on the sidelines.
Duhamel's going to call. And, you know, if those chips fall over, someone's got to yell Jenga.
Well, he does make the call. Over $18 million in the middle.
Big pot now, and we could have a big change in the pecking order.
Turn card is a queen of diamonds. Duhamel now with an up and down straight draw. Matt's ace is still good, though.
Yeah, that card line gives Duhamel more outs if he thinks he's up against a big pair or a set.
Duhamel checks again. He says all in for $11.6 million. So now back to Duhamel with the jacks and the up and down straight draw.
A huge decision for Duhamel. He's not getting the right price to call, and he'd be left with just over 8 million chips if he loses. He's got to believe Matt wouldn't push here with anything less than aces, kings, or a set, no?
Duhamel thinking very seriously about this.
The call.
And makes the call.
Down to the 9s?
The kings, right? I'm shocked by the call line. Look at the pot. Affleck on the brink of becoming the huge chip leader. Duhamel, if he gets lucky, would be an overwhelming chip leader.
So Affleck way ahead, 1 card away from putting a huge hurt on Duhamel. Everyone on pins and needles here at the Rio. This will be the biggest river card of the tournament.
Yeah, a defining moment here late at this main event line. Jonathan Duhamel just wants to disappear inside that hood if he could. Matt Affleck is going to have 41 million chips or no chips. He needs to dodge a king, jack, or 8.
The river card. Oh, it's an 8! A crushing blow to Matt Affleck. Duhamel hit his card, and
eliminates young Matt Affleck. He's got to be heartbroken. Affleck thunderstruck. Last year, the blow-up, and he finished 80th. This year, the bad beat, and he finishes 15th. Affleck so close to the prize. He had overcome some earlier setbacks only to fight back and become a major factor again, but now he's gone. In back-to-back years, he comes so far, gets so close, and leaves so crushed. He was one card from all but locking up a seat at the final table, but now Matt Affleck's main event dream is shattered. All his chips go to Duhamel, who now has over $50 million. It's as if he's in shock. It's as if he can't leave. Matt Affleck will try once again to deal with the realization of a dream gone amiss, and gets a well-deserved round of applause from the crowd here in the Rio Poker Room as he finally makes his way to the exit. One man's bounty is another man's demise. A delayed, understandable outburst from Matt. Matt Affleck knocked out in stunning fashion yet again.